this call just for quality assurance.
Sure.
So just to let you know about that.
Thank you.
So have you had these one-on-one meetings before?
I've had a one-on-one with Full Stack.
All right. Okay. So you know how this
Yeah.
works. Awesome.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Great. So in that case, let me show you something just really quickly, and then we can move on to questions and
Sure.
see how you are going. So
Oh, sorry.
I have
Cool.
I have a learning plan for you, which I'm going to share.
Oh, perfect. So
Obviously, this is a suggested progress rate. You're welcome to move faster if you wish to do so, or even slower if you wish to do so. So basically, it has a date and it has the suggested content focus of that day. All right. And then when you see like a lot of empty spaces, those are for you to start working on the project. And that's the suggested due dates for each project. All right. So I'm sharing this with you after we end our call.
Oh, thank you for making this.
No problem.
Very neat.
All right. So the way that, just as a reminder, the way the one-on-one call works is just I'm going to ask you how's your progress coming along in the program. Then if we need to make any changes to your learning plan, and then we'll open the floor for questions. And that's where we can go over some code or review any content that you feel like you need to review.
Sure.
And then I'll ask you if you feel confident about moving on. And that's basically our call. So before I ask all of these questions, I would like to get to know you a little bit more. So, and then we can move on to the song select question, which like I completely did not answer through the chat. But
oh no, I understand. It was it's going to be difficult to just type it there. Yeah.
Right, I think, but we can go over it today.
Sure.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So yeah. So what motivated you to take this program, and what do you want to get out of it?
Okay. So long story short, so I am working as a junior machine learning engineer.
Nice.
For a very small company. Yeah, thank you. It's so when I was doing my first project, I realized that the most work I was doing is actually data engineering. It's not really modeling, and I didn't know anything about like database and. I mean, the intricacy of data engineering. So that's the main motivation of me enrolling in this program, because I want to know, the connection between, I don't know, the connection between how to put data into the database and how to design the database and how to, I just want to understand everything from the ground up. So I think data engineering is really the ground. Yeah, so that's my motivation.
Nice. I think you came to the right place. At least for me, it was super eye-opening, because I came to data engineering from a data analysis perspective. So you have like already the databases ready for you to just query them, get what you want. It's already pretty and so like building your own ETL. So that's really cool, because you get to understand like, okay, so that's how I get data from different sources, convert it, and have it like nice and ready in a database.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah. I remember the project I was doing. I mean, the work project. I had to just interact with the NoSQL. Have you heard of Firebase? I'm sure you have.
All right.
Probably.
Firebase?
Yeah, it's just Firebase. It's just a NoSQL database.
All right, like Cassandra.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about Cassandra. Probably yes. And so I don't know anything about it. And my work involves, pulling data from that NoSQL database and then create basically a brand new data set, which I have to use, as a relational data. It doesn't make sense. So I have to pull the data from the NoSQL database and then create a new data set for my team to use. So I feel like there got to be some way to do this, more efficiently and smart. So yeah, I'm very motivated to learn things.
That's really cool. I think you'll understand. You'll come up with a way to do that after this program for sure.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. I'm very excited.
Nice. I'm excited for you as well. All right. So just really briefly, going through the first question.
Sure.
So today is November 16th. So you should be just starting to work on the on the starting the data modeling unit. But from your question, I understand you're already working on the project. Am I right?
Yeah, I've finished all the videos.
Awesome. Okay, so that means that you're actually ahead, all right? Which is really cool. Congrats on that.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to send this to you after our call, so you can modify it accordingly to where you're at today.
Oh, okay.
Cool. So that means that your progress is coming great, and we shouldn't make any learning changes to your learning plan. So let's go with what can I help you with today. So you were asking something about song select, right? Do you want to go over that?
Sure. Should I show you my screen so you can see
For sure.
my stuff? Okay. Let me try to show you. Yeah. My question is actually really to you. It's really basic. I just don't understand. I will show you. Let me see how to do this. Okay. Where's here. Can you see my screen now?
I can see it.
Okay, perfect. So let me show you. Yeah, I don't understand the purpose of the song select.
Right.
Let me pull this up. Okay. Sequels. Okay. Yes. So I just don't. Oh, let me. Here. Okay. And this one. Yes. So I just don't see. First of all, I have two questions. So the first one is, I don't know what does this do? What's the purpose of this? And the second is, how I don't see anywhere we're actually using this in here.
Right.
Maybe I'm missing something. I'm just very confused.
All right. Let me answer the first question. Okay. So how do you populate it? So this one, since you already did like all the hard work with the other tables, you can just pull from those tables and populate it from there. So you can select from the songs table and maybe join the artist table, and then in that way you can populate that table.
Oh, so this is something. So this one is we're trying to populate a table.
Yeah, we're trying to populate. We're trying. Well, it's not populating the table. It's I mean, you can query the song and the artist table to get the answer, right? So let me show you my table, right?
Okay.
So you can see.
Maybe I'll stop sharing, or how should
I think if I share, it'll automatically stop you.
Oh, okay.
All right. So as you can see here,
okay.
yes. So what this is basically a query, all right?
Oh.
Okay. So what we're doing is we're selecting the song ID, the artist ID, and we're selecting the songs table, which you already did.
Mm-hmm.
And we're joining with the artist table, which you already populated. And just basically, we're looking for the songs that have the same artist ID as the artist ID. So we're basically looking for the song title and the artist name and the song duration. All right. So if you want to know where do we use this song select, let's look at this query list. So it seems that song select. So it's not here. So
yeah,
it's not in the create and drop tables, which makes sense. So let's do it let's try a test. Right. Song plays, count from songs, select from songs. So these query is already done. So it's not from here. Let's try at ETL. Because I have the same question as you do now. Like, where do you use that? Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure it's just a test, just to check that your tables are working, that you're actually querying the data, that your song table and your artist table are working, and then you are looking into those two. So I wouldn't worry too much about that one. Here it is. All right. So it says implement the song select query in SQL queries to find the song ID and artist ID based on the title, artist name, and duration of
okay. So correct me if I'm wrong. So this is actually the hint.
Yeah, this is the hint for sure. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even check this. Oh, I see. Thank you very much.
No problem. Yeah, actually, that table is the least important one. Like if you already did the other
Oh,
ones, you already did the heavy lifting. You already created your database. So this one is just to check. It's just a query, as I show it to you here. It's just a query. That's all it is.
oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I was wondering, how did you know that you should write? Uh, can you go back a little bit to the
Sure.
SQL queries?
Of course.
Yeah, I was wondering how. Thank you. I was wondering how did you know that you
Like
should
it should
write?
do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Okay.
totally the hint.
Oh, I
To
see.
find the song ID, the artist ID based on the title, artist name, and duration of the song. And
Oh,
and
that
here,
makes sense.
as you can see, just it's borrowing from, it's taking the song select, so it matches this.
Okay, so this is a query
Yeah, so it's taking the query and
where,
it's
okay.
passing these values to it. And as you can see,
Oh,
we're
I
using here
see.
this string interpolation to get these values.
Oh, okay, okay. Now that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, and you need to figure out how to write the queries on your own.
Uh, yeah, I guess, yeah, you can figure it out on your own. If you're having trouble writing these queries, I would suggest you take a look at the, and I was going to mention it, so it's a good question. There you have in extracurriculars here, you have a SQL for data analysis course,
Oh, okay.
which I really recommend. So it's not required for you to graduate, but this course is really cool. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you.
And
I will make sure to watch that. Okay.
so it will definitely tell you how to join two tables based on certain parameters, and in
Oh,
that
I
way you
see.
can come up with your. As you can see here, I'm selecting from songs, and
Yeah.
I'm joining the artist table as well.
Okay.
So because I want to match the artist ID on songs
Mm-hmm.
to the artist ID on artists,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm getting the title from the songs and I'm getting the name from the artist table. So that's why I needed both. Like, let me show you something. So, where is my song table? All right. Now, my song table, do you see there the name of the artist?
The name of the artist. No.
Is not here, right? I
Mm-hmm.
only have the artist ID.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with my artist ID, I can go to my artist table, and if let's say that I found a song called, I don't know, a song from, I don't know, Crazy in Love by Beyonce. I'm just revealing too much about myself in this second.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
That's
so
a good
let's
choice.
say Crazy in Love by Beyonce
Okay.
doesn't say Beyonce here because I don't have the name of the artist, right?
Yeah.
But it does say artist ID 123. All right.
Yes.
So I know that Crazy in Love, it's the artist that sings that song, it's an artist with ID 123. So if I go to my artist table and I ask it, who is my artist ID 123, it will say, oh, it's Beyonce.
Oh,
Then
I
in that
see.
way, I can understand that my song, Crazy in Love, sung by artist ID 123, is actually Beyonce, the one that sings that song.
Oh, I
That's
see.
why I need to join both tables.
Okay. Oh, I see. Now I see the connection. Thank you.
All right.
Well, a
So,
side question: how did you decide what's that the data type, for example, for the artist ID is text instead of varchar?
right. In that case, it's up to you. I mean, bar chart is
Oh, okay,
alright, text is alright. It wouldn't be alright if you put integer. Yeah,
okay.
that doesn't make sense. But yeah, if, like text or bar chart, most of the time, like it doesn't. It's not worth your time just like, oh, trying to figure out exactly what type.
Mm-hmm.
For example, here in numeric, you could have written numeric or floats. Like it's the same. Like it's just
Oh, I see.
some of
So
these
be more
has,
general.
yeah, some of these
I
just
see.
have limitations. For example, some of these can only handle certain amount of characters,
Mm.
and if you decide for another type, it will handle almost the same cases, but like maybe a bigger number. So most of the
Mm-hmm.
cases you'll be all right.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No problem.
And my other question for this is, can you please explain again what does the last line of the song select query mean? I
Right.
don't. Yeah.
Here where?
Yes. Like
Awesome.
what
Yes.
does? Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm doing here is, what I really want to know is the song ID and the artist ID. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so at the end of the day, let's say I want to get um, so my last my result should be a song ID and an artist ID. Basically, a song and an artist. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to access the database, well, the table songs, because it's obvious that I'm going to find my song ID in the songs table, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I need to join it to artists because I might like to get the artist ID from artists. I know I could get it from the songs table, but maybe I want some extra information. Let's see what is that, right? Now this
Mm-hmm.
song, all it means is that make sure that the artist ID matches for both the songs table and the artist table result. So I'll explain this in a second. It will make
Mm-hmm.
more sense once I explain this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is like the meat of the query. So
Okay.
I want you to return the song ID and the artist ID, okay,
Mm-hmm.
for every match of the following, where the song title equals this. All right, and let's say let's see what we have here. Row song. So yeah, it's basically iterating through the whole thing. So where the song title equals, let's say song title. I'll keep my example of Crazy in Love, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where the song title is Crazy in Love, right? And the artist name is, I know that the artist that sings that is Beyonce,
Mm-hmm.
right there. And the song duration, I already know it. Let's say it's 1 minute and 30.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what I'm asking here is, look into the songs and the artist table,
Mm-hmm.
and please find me the song ID and the artist ID for this information.
Oh,
Where
okay.
the song title is Crazy in Love and the artist is Beyonce and that song lasts for 1 minute and 30, please return the song ID and the artist ID, right? So I would
Oh.
go on into the from and into my from and join tables. And
Mm-hmm.
from these two, I would say, all right, let's go into songs and say, okay, I found Crazy in Love. And the song ID is, I don't know, 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then artist says, all right, I looked into that and then, so for example, Crazy in Love is song ID is 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now from there, as you can see in the song tables, where is that? Is right here.
Mm-hmm.
So if I already found the song ID 1, 2, 3, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I know what artist is in the same row as song ID 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that artist ID could be, I don't know, like, oh, the artist is 2, 3, 4 or whatever, right? Two,
Mm-hmm.
three, four is the artist that sings 1, 2, 3. So I can go into my artist ID and says, who is the artist 2, 3, 4? And
Mm-hmm.
the artist table would say, oh, it's Beyonce. And then I go uh, into the, oh yeah, so and I go into my where and it says artist name equals Beyonce. Nice, that's what I was looking for. So that's the artist ID I want.
Okay.
So that's what the computer does. So I'm just like going through it step by step. But what
Yeah.
you really need to know is, okay, uh, I'm going to pass in a song ID and its artist ID. Well, this is
Mm-hmm.
what I want to get at the end, a song ID and artist ID. And I want to get a song ID and artist ID for this title that has this artist name that has this song duration.
Oh, so which means that you're using the last line uh, to find the song ID and artist ID.
That is correct. I'm using this
Oh.
information, which is in the last line, to return the song ID and the artist ID.
Oh, I see. I see. Oh, okay. Oh,
All right.
oh, that makes a lot of sense now. Okay.
No problem. I think I wrote something here that I want to erase. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, cool. Do you have any other questions, Renee?
Maybe a general question for you. So,
Sure, go ahead.
so what was your experience in doing this degree, the nano degree? So, how long did it take for you to complete, and what suggestions do you have before I go too deep into it?
All right, I think that's a super good question. In my case, I think this learning plan, it's a good estimate of how long it should take for you to complete the nano degree if you are putting in 2 hours per day.
Okay, 2
Monday
hours
to
per
Friday,
day.
so like 10
Okay.
hours per week.
Okay.
And for example, if you started at November 12th, that's your starting date. You should be done with it by this April 11th. So it's basically December, January, February, March, about 4 months and a half, maybe 5 months. If you're putting in more hours, this number can definitely go down significantly. So I would say 3 to 4 months. It's a good estimate of how long this takes for sure.
I see.
That's a good average. Most of the students finish it between 3 and 4 months. That's what I would say.
I see.
And suggestions to before you go too deep into this. I guess ask questions a lot. Ask a lot of questions. That would be one.
Okay.
Like if you're stuck with something and you already like it's spent like an hour working at it and you still don't know what to do, like don't wait any longer. Send me a message. Just
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Just do that. You were asking about if it was best to ask it in the general channel or the DM. Do both. Like post it on the general channel, but also post it in our direct messages.
Right? Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
So do both.
Will do.
And I would use the extracurriculars, but I wouldn't go too deep into them. So for example, right now, let's say you're having questions about how to join the tables, right? For example, maybe you don't, but let's say you do have some questions about, how to do the join. Okay, so what I would do, I would use I would ask it right away. And I will use extra, so SQL for data analysis and SQL joins. Okay, that seems helpful.
Oh.
So I will look into that, and then like it gives an overview of joins, left and right joins and filtering. All right, so I would do. I would look into introduction to joins, and it really looks like what I would like to do, right? Because it has the join, it has the on. So it seems like it has half of the answer. So I will look into this. I would definitely use this, but I wouldn't go too deep into the extracurriculars because you do want to focus most of your time on the main course. So that's the only thing that I would say about that.
I see. Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions? Any other way I can help you with today?
Last question is, I can. So you have 30 minutes for me every week. Is that?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's my question.
No, you can schedule one of these every week.
Okay, great.
You cannot schedule 2 per week. Sorry about that. It's just like the way.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Okay.
These meetings, but yeah, for sure. I mean, if you want to schedule something for next week, Saturday, go ahead, do it. If there are some Saturdays, like if you see it blocked, or if you cannot do that Saturday, feel free to just write to me and say like, oh, Javier, I cannot make it this Saturday, but I can make it this day or that time. Do you have any like, I don't see a spot available, but do you have time? And I'll try to accommodate you. All right.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
No problem, Renee. You do great out of this. You'll learn a lot. And please feel
Great.
free to ask your questions through this
Through
chat.
the okay.
Yeah,
Thank
as
you
soon
so
as you
much.
have the question, drop the question there.
Okay. I really appreciate your help. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'm here to help, and it was a pleasure to meet you. All right.
Me too. Yeah, mine too. Yeah.
Awesome. Talk to you
Okay.
soon.
Bye. See you
Bye.
next week.